feeling like they have power over your life just because you're my girlfriend.
Why is it always
That's such a Nigerian thing.
this person didn't call me, but you didn't call the person.
To no longer be friends doesn't mean beef.
Exactly.
It's not beef if we're no longer. Don't feel like
move right out of his life.
moving. Are you his new girlfriend? Oh, did you know that he's allergic to fish? Did you know that he can't eat biscuits? Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Naija Dish with
Dolakbo
and Diana. So today we're going to be talking about friendship entitlements. People feeling like they have power over your life just because you're my girlfriend or my girlfriend.
and breathe.
It's weird.
This topic.
I feel like Dolakbo has personal experience that is choking her
So
inside
many,
her chest.
so many. Not so many, but what I will say is, and I hate saying this, but it's my experience is that I have experienced entitled friendships with Nigerian women. Not with my non-Nigerian friends. Till today I don't know why that is. I have never had a friend that is not Nigerian put as much pressure on me in the friendship about certain things let me give examples because people are gonna be like, what the hell are you talking about? Okay, so for me, friendship entitlements that I have experienced is you're holding me to a certain standard, which is fine, but you do not hold yourself to that standard. So my issue is it cannot be one rule for me, but the rule does not apply to you. So I've had experiences where it's like stuff is happening to you or something, whether I'm aware of it or not, because sometimes people think that you're
a mind reader
and you know what's going on with them. And then when you do find out, you act accordingly or whatever, and that's fine. And I feel like in the past I have been berated for certain things that I wasn't aware of. And then when I was not aware of it, I was like, okay, sorry, whatever. I just feel like I'm apologizing a lot.
If no one brings it up to me, by the way, nothing's wrong.
I'm not, because
that's my solid rule.
Because also you're assuming I don't
Oh.
have a life. You're assuming I don't have issues. And then time goes on and the roles are reversed. You find out stuff that I'm going through. I'm in need for stuff, and you literally are not giving me the same energy. My sister, shift to the left. Like, so for me, I found that has happened to me as I was growing up. These kind of things where, if like we're in a friendship group and somebody else does something, it's okay. But if I'm the one that does something, it's a problem.
Yeah.
And when that kind of thing happens with friendships, to me, if I feel like you don't like me, why are we friends? If I'm questioning if you like me, then we really do not need to be friends.
But I feel like friendships out of necessity.
But I feel like I've gotten, and I feel like not necessity. I felt like because of sentimentality, in the past, and we've been friends for 20 years, blah, blah, blah. But I have to say, I am really, really happy to say that I am at that stage in my life at this point where I don't have one single friendship where I'm like having heart palpitations thinking, crap, if this person hears this and I didn't tell you, you're going to be upset with me. You'll be upset with me? Like what?
You don't pay me salary.
No, I used to have that. Oh, if I don't say this, if I don't tell you this, if this happens, if you find out this and I didn't tell you, if blah, 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 blah. But you're not giving me the same energy. So why am I beating myself up about this thing? No.
Some people are just bad friends.
Like done and dusted.
Some people don't do friendship well. Like they really don't do friendship well, and they're very, very, very selfish. And if you end up with someone who you're naturally like a giver or a good listener, I think I listen as much as I talk, because I know y'all know I talk a lot, but I think I'm a very, very good listener, and I don't think I always get that energy back. And I hate when people abuse, again, I said this with my time. Yeah. My sister is the worst. She's never been on time for anything in her life, but I've just dashed her because I can't it's just, that's life. But with my friendships, I hate being stood up, or I hate being like kept waiting for long. I will give y'all a 15-minute grace. I'm all for 15 minutes grace. And if you're going to, let me know. Yeah. Like just say, do you know what, man, I'm running late. That happens. It's not a big deal. But there's just those friendships where they only use you when life is bad. That's the only time that they want to talk to you. Like they feel like they own your time and space and your emotion when they're having a bad time.
And then when they are thriving,
you will not crickets.
We are just
crickets.
Yeah.
You won't hear anything great thing. My thing is, don't befriend me when it's bad. I don't befriend me when it's bad. But you have to. We should be together inside the bad and the good. Yeah. If you can't do both, I want no parts of it. And there's some people that just really, that's the only thing that they call you is, and every day is to call you to drain you of your natural resources. They will just deplete you and will just be complaining. And it's okay. In a friendship, you're there to listen. And everyone has their issues. But there are some people, like you said, they don't see that you might be going through anything. They don't ever ask you, really. You know, there's how are you, then there's how are you. They don't ever do that, and it's just too much for me. Then there's the friends who keep your secrets, but only for so long. Because when Mad Day,
if you fall out,
that's what I'm saying. When Mad Day, it's called Mad Day. When Mad Day comes, will they expose you? There are people I don't talk to now, and you can't hear a word that there's things they've told me I'm never gonna say because it's not my business to say. But there's some people you hear something you're like, wow, just because of we're no longer friends. And mind you, to no longer be friends doesn't mean beef.
Exactly.
It's not beef if we're no longer talking.
That thing I don't understand. Reasons, seasons, lifetimes. Like, there are times where you're friends with someone for reasons, for a season, and it's very few and far between, but some people it's a lifetime, and it's okay. If you've grown apart because of distance or whatever, it's okay. I feel like a lot of people really feel like there's this beef, like, oh, she's not talking to me again. But also it's like, okay, you're saying when did you pick up the phone to call?
No, that
why is it always
thing.
This person didn't call me, but you didn't call the person either. So I don't get it. Why are you always placing the blame on the other person? But what about you? My thing is, like, don't get me wrong, in all of this that I'm saying, we are all flawed. I'm sure my friends look at me and there's things that annoy them, but with the friends I have now, there are things that annoy me about them, but I love them and I take them as they are. And I'm not trying to change them because it's stuff that I can handle. Because I've gotten to that point in my life that I can handle this about you. It's not too crazy. I love you regardless.
It doesn't affect me adversely.
Exactly. And I know that that's just the way you are. But if there's something about me that is really annoying you and you hate it, then leave me alone. Yeah. It's okay. It's not a bad thing. And you're right. It's like, we don't have to. I mean, I heard someone.
When people say, I
heard someone mention
right
me. And then say that, I really hate her. And
that's such a strong word.
And I thought to myself, and it was so sad for about 10 seconds because I thought to myself, I don't even think about you. And I'm not saying this to be rude. I'm saying it as a fact. I don't think about you. You don't pop up in my brain till now because we're doing this thing and I'm trying to give an example. But the fact that you thought that was insane to me just because we don't really talk. There is no malice. I wish you the best in your life, but I don't think about you. But the fact you say that, I'm still thinking that I hate you.
It's also very exhausting to actually have that much animosity for anybody. There's nobody that you should be hating, let's be honest. You can have great dislike.
But hate is,
but before the age,
it's
too much. It's too much to have that much energy like for hate. I don't know where people find that thing. But I also think the friends you had in like high school and college, some of us are fortunate to have kept them, but it's not also an unfortunate thing to not have kept them. I think I really, really held on to a friendship that I was like, oh, this is for life. This is my sister, and I loved her. And it was actually, I'm not gonna lie, it was heartbreaking when we were no longer friends because we've known each other since we were like 18. So my mind was like, I can't fathom us not being on this level. I can't fathom us not taking trips or calling each other randomly. But then it dawned on me that we now ultimately want different things in life. We've made different choices. We have different goals. We've surrounded ourselves by different people. We have inherently different backgrounds that have come into fruition now that we're older and we're more caked and baked. And what we had was a solid, youthful friendship. And that's all it was. But sometimes friendships do feel like relationships. Yeah. And they hurt the same way. But in the way you would leave a relationship that's no longer serving you is the way you leave a friendship that's no longer serving you. And it doesn't mean you hate the ex-boyfriend or the ex-girlfriend. It just means our time is over. Our time is done. But people really want to carry on top of their head and they feel like, you did me such a strong thing. Imagine your friend, I did this for you. That's another thing too. I did this. People that used to hold accounts of what they've done for you. I really don't have time for that thing. They want to say, can you imagine? One time I did this for her. One time I borrowed her. One time, excuse me, we both borrowed each other. So that's the thing. So it's like you were keeping score as well. That thing is so annoying. Like, is it really a friendship if you were keeping score? Because truth be told, because it's almost like you're waiting for the day that you guys are no longer friends. This is it. To bring it up. For me, if you think you are my boyfriend Wow.
If you're in your approach, it's like you're my boyfriend.
The friendship. I thought you were saying now if a guy thinks he's my boyfriend, let me correct him. I'm not
that cut through. But what I'm saying is that if it feels like you're treating me like you're my guy, then I don't, maybe some other people like that, that thing makes me feel like I'm being suffocated. Like, you have your life, I have my life. We could be close and everything, but my thing is, keep the same energy. And the thing is, don't get me wrong, I know there are friendships, it's not always going to be matched. So it's not always, I'm listening, and you're not listening to it. So I understand that. I'm not saying, I went through a season of I'm listening to you because you're heartbroken about whatever. That I completely understand. But when your season is over and you'll be able to get up and you can move forward and things are happening and they're going well for you, you can check in with me.
Bro!
Because you probably don't know, in all my listening, I'm falling apart.
But I've just chosen to give
But
you
I put it to the
time.
side so I can listen to you. And I think a lot of people don't think that. I think I feel like I've been in situations where people just assume I'm okay. And I'm just like, well, not really, but you've never asked, huh? And also, I'm not really one to be coming and whatever. But I'm not going to hold it against you.
That you didn't ask.
Yes, because when you do find out, now, how are you moving when you find out that I'm not okay? That's what I'm judging. I'm not judging if you don't know. Because if I haven't told you, then I'm not going to be like, you didn't read my mind or blah, blah, blah. That's different. So
it's like that with male and female friendships. Like, having a close male bestie, I do think sometimes they can take the piss. Like, they're overly entitled. I don't know what that face is for. I don't know what that face is for. All I'm saying is, if you have a very close male friend, sometimes they can be much, and then they can almost treat you like you're their girlfriend. And you're like, bro.
But we forgive it.
And
we've moved on.
It's friendship. I can't stand this woman here.
We have forgiven Diana.
So I think when you have a male friend or female friend, you have to remember that you have to find boundaries and draw lines. Because it is necessary, because the lines do get blurred because you're so comfortable. There was a thing I posted the other day, and it was about, this woman said, guys are so angry about being in the friend zone, but what about us? Basically, you're a man
the whole time
that's just been
waiting
for me to give you room to smash me. Like, Steve Harvey says, it's not real. There's no man and woman that is real friends. He's waiting for...
Is that what he said?
He said, why would I have a female friend unless I plan on smashing her one day? I said, I don't know
if I agree with it.
I don't disagree, but I
see what he's saying.
What I will say, there was a time in my life when I was younger where I said I was so vehemently against male and female friendships because I couldn't see past the fact that a man was going to see all this goodness and just be like, you're my paddy, you're my body. And which men can do that, by the way. They're not attracted to everyone. But when you spend time together, you share moments. You're now close. You share secrets. You advise one another. You're there in your darkest hours. You essentially become a partner and a spouse. That is not really a spouse. You've become a safe haven. I'm gonna ignore this one. You become a safe haven, and then the lines get blurred, and you start to see them in a romantic way.
I mean, how's that song go?
I don't
Blurred
know.
lies.
I just feel like she has the most random musical references.
You said blurred.
Why would you then come to? Is that what we're saying? Is that where we are?
Sorry.
You know they did. Oh God.
They become blurred.
Anyway, blurred lines. But she's so thank you. So I think male and female friendships are very interesting because I think men tend to be more entitled. I will say this, I've known some women to be quite territorial and also get confused and think like their male bestie. Okay, guys, this is so off. If you have a guy bestie and he has a girl, respect yourself. Respect yourself. Don't feel like move right out of his life, moving out of my life. I said move.
Yes.
Please.
Yes.
Girl, his babe.
You now want to carry your friendship on top of the head. And you now want to fight with him about that good luck.
If you like yourself, befriend her. Maybe if you really want to stay there, befriend her and let her know that you're not trying to challenge her place. Because guess what? In the true Nigerian fashion, they will do it to you. Well, I find a boyfriend. He will have plenty of female friends. They will do it to you. I've known girls to be more quite, they don't read the room. I've never known, maybe I don't know, but I don't know, have many male friends. I have like barely any, I have like one or two. Anyway,
I didn't say anything now. I'm breathing. I'm breathing. She's Ivy.
I think guys do a better job of respect. Maybe they have like a bro code where they say, "Guy."
I agree.
I think guys do a better job of respecting boundaries when they have a female friend that's close to them. But girls, sometimes you be feeling like you never knocked him man, you never kissed him man, and you're stressed that he has a girlfriend.
Supposedly.
I'm not trying. You know what? This is me to wrap this up
Supposedly.
because I feel like being my bad behavior in this video right now. I can point to
But
bad behavior.
I found that like with my male friendships, that they were very like they would just like step back or they would introduce themselves. Hey, I'm Jolakwa's friend, so that the guy would be comfortable. Like, oh, okay. Whereas you're right, babes would just be like, oh,
they're not doing this. Hang out.
And you'd be like,
oh, are you his new girlfriend? Oh, did you know that he's allergic to fish?
And then
Did you know that he can't eat
maybe
biscuits?
break your knuckle.
They even say, wait. The girlfriend's just looking like this. She with it, Lily.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, guys, boundaries. Understand your position and play it well.
Yeah.
Basically, guys.
I don't talk because in case that beats me down. So
I'm gonna
finish.
Anywho, guys, that's it for today. But we'll catch you next week, okay?
So,
bye.
To all of Diana's male friends, I support you in your ministry.
Oh, friendship. That's
and
it.
Other things.
Friendship.
Friendship can blur and
there's no blurring. It will never blur. Will ever blur?
And lead to marriage.
It is a friendship. Listen, now watch this thing and be looking at us like we're mad. Friendship. Okay, bye guys.
Don't dolo.
Whiskey. Music is in the corner. Don't talk. Touchy and Gabbana. Don't talk.
Oh,
gosh.
Lord.